general, immigrant question, actually. And we have no issue with it. I'm the son of an immigrant. My father's the son of an immigrant. His wife is an immigrant. But there's a way in which we have to be able to do things. We have to be able to follow, laws. We have to be able to vet people coming into our country. If we had a bowl of Skittles on this table and 3 of the 1,000 in there were poisonous, would you take from the bowl? You wouldn't until you could figure out which ones were bad. And we've admitted, our own State Department has said it, organizations have said, hey, we really don't know. I don't think we can take those kind of risks with the safety and well-being of our children at stake right now. This is from terrorist nations and these sort of things. I think we do have to figure that out, and we do have to have a vetting process, but it's turned into the notion that you're against this. I have Muslim friends from all over the world. We've done business in other parts of the world that are there. That's not an issue, but we do have to be able to address the threat that is out there.
But isn't there a difference between beefing up security vetting process versus totally outlawing a group based on their religion?
But it would be outlawing something until you could beef up that process. The idea is you have to be able to beef up the process. You can't just nothing happens overnight. I mean, we've said it, and our own government. This isn't me saying. I mean, you'd speak more to the details of it, but we said basically we have no idea. And if you look at what's going on in Europe right now, I don't think anyone can say, hey, this has been a wonderful success, humanitarian success story. When you look at the number of rape cases that are going on, when you look at all the attempts and the thwarted attempts and this of radical extremism, whether it be in France or elsewhere, this notion that hey, they're all probably good, we should take it. When you look at even the intercepts or whatever, that they're saying, hey, we're going to try to see what we can do and get people in there. I think we have to use some common sense. It's not a white problem, it's not a black problem. It's bad people. What we have to do is we have to work with law enforcement. We can't vilify them. We have to go after these bad people in those
Muslims,
places.
Because the foreign terrorists tend to be Muslim. The domestic terrorists tend to be white supremacists.
I don't know. I mean, if we're gonna, I think
big supporters of your father. What do you do about those Skittles?
Those are not people we want anything to do with either, and we have to take care of that problem. But there's been a lot of attacks in this country. Some bigger. Obviously, Oklahoma City was huge. You have the DC shooters. Okay, they were a different demographic. You have Orlando. That's a different demographic. I think there's been a lot of terror, perpetrated in this country that we'd love to see avoided. I think we have a great relationship with law enforcement. We want to let those guys do their jobs. We don't want to vilify them, and of course, there's no one's perfect. But they do a good job, and they've been put in a basket where it makes it very difficult for them to do their job. So I think what we want to do is have law and order in this country, and ensure that safety for all Americans.